Zhuang Fangyi's opener is actually really clean. The knife hand strike flows straight into the axe kick. And avoiding that sequence isn't easy. You either need a perfectly timed backstep, or spacing worthy of a veteran Souls player. Otherwise, you're basically forced to tank the first hit. Once Mivf commits to that dodge, getting clipped is almost inevitable. Mivf makes another mistake here. When someone is advancing low like Zhuang Fangyi, you need to either stop the approach, or immediately create space. If you can't do either, standing your ground usually ends badly. Honestly, Zhuang Fangyi might be playing a little too safely here. If she was already confident the palm strike would connect, she could have buffered the follow-up earlier and gotten more value from the opening. The high heels aren't actually a huge issue. A lot of martial arts involve moving on the balls of your feet anyway. The real problem is that heels lock your foot into a fixed position. That makes recovery and adjustment harder. Sneakers would definitely be the better choice. The balance break into the spinning knife hand strike is a great idea. Unfortunately, she commits too early. Mivf stabilizes and retreats before the strike reaches its target. As a result, it whiffs by just a little. After her knee strike gets caught, Mivf probably had an opportunity to go for a flying downward elbow strike. So far, Zhuang Fangyi's technical play has been excellent. She's constantly redirecting force and turning Mivf's momentum against her. The only thing she's missing is a bit more aggression when those attack windows appear. For anyone running magic builds, learn your instant cast spells. Seriously, they're incredibly valuable. Mivf misjudges her range here, running straight in and throwing. A spinning back fist looks flashy, but it's a high-risk option with a low chance of landing. Because Mivf is already fighting at the edge of her range, Zhuang Fangyi's hand parry feels a little unnecessary. The timing is good, though. If Mivf had stepped in any deeper, she probably would have been neutralized and countered again. Casting speed makes a huge difference in fights like this, when both players are operating close to reaction limits. Even small differences in startup time become a big deal. If Mivf had immediately disengaged, there's a decent chance that spell would have missed entirely. That's why quick cast spells are so strong. Being able to cast while moving or performing another action is incredibly useful. Of course, executing that consistently takes practice. Mivf's biggest problem right now is how she's using the greatsword. She keeps committing to full swings, but against someone controlling three flying swords, that's extremely dangerous. Zhuang Fangyi could honestly win through pure attrition if she wanted to. With a weapon like a greatsword, learning how to defend without constantly swinging is absolutely essential. Otherwise, you're spending too much time locked into animations. Range is still a major weakness for Mivf. She definitely needs more practice there. And honestly, if Zhuang Fangyi actually wanted to end this fight quickly, she probably could send one or two flying swords in from the front to keep Mivf occupied, then bring the others in from her blind spots. That's an extremely difficult situation to deal with. The funny thing is that Zhuang Fangyi doesn't even seem interested in doing that. The way she's using her flying swords right now feels less like optimal play and more like she's just messing around and having fun.